Alright, we just finished taking a look at Ushi Gozen, and I got lucky in the gacha, so I got both servants. And now we're gonna take a look at Yui Shousetsu, our lovely new 4-star support, as far as I know, looking at the video on the reveal. And man, do I have to say immediately from the bat, that is an interesting Ascension right there. That looks like snow to me, and if you were wearing that while standing there, you would be very, very cold. You would probably get hypothermia or something. But you know what? It's a cool little design, I think. I expect Ascension 2 to be the reveal one and the one everyone knows, but yeah, who knows what's gonna happen on the third one. Cute smile, though. I kind of like her hair. It's so funky looking. Okay, so I expect now the first Ascension to be the classy look from the game and from the reveal of the collab as well, right? Let's see. Yep, there it is. That's the look right there. With the ponytail and everything. Ooh, I saw a battery icon. I'm already getting excited. Alright, let's go. This is probably going to be something very different, actually. I'm expecting to see something very different. Let's see. What's it like? Whoa. So it's mostly the same hairstyle, but man, that outfit is different for sure. Damn, she looks like an actual magus. Yeah, this is like a refined mage look right here, actually. Did she ask Dorothea for like fashion tips or something? That's what it reminds me of. Whoa, I quite like it. I'm not one for, you know, elegant and fancy clothes usually, because you guys know me, I love me some casual clothes over everything else, but I think it looks nice on her actually. I like the colors, red on black and then her usual, you know, white look. Final Ascension time. I'm guessing it might be this Ascension or second. I'd be surprised if it's the first one. Let's see. Yeah, it's the second one. Honestly, I was kind of expecting something like this, you know, kind of chill and peaceful. You know, tranquil if you want to use fancy words. Would I like the Sakura on the background? This is definitely on character, yeah. Yeah, it's a very similar background to Okita for sure, yeah. Damn, her HP is high, that's nice. 40k on max level with 1k foes, that's real nice. Alright, let's see the sprites. Oh, she wields the sword. Does she wield it in all of these? Oh, she does. I didn't realize that. So this is like, you know, full-on melee combat. You are my support now. I do the deeps. This is like, you know what? I'm a pretty capable master, but I can also fend for myself and use magecraft, you know? This is like the all-rounder, and then you have this is like, yeah, I'm a fancy mage. This blade is just for show. Like, that's the vibes I'm getting from these sprites. I didn't realize the ponytail was actually that much longer. Oh, wow. So, yeah, maybe not the most maneuverable one, which, again, emphasizes that mage, you know, style, I suppose. Honestly, she actually has more variety on her sprites than Ushi Gozen does, right? But, hey, I'm pleased. All right. Then the probably more exciting part, if anything, because, you know, we're talking about a support here. Let's talk about the gameplay. Now, I already commented briefly on it, but yeah, on stats-wise, we get a very nice stat line. 14k HP with 1k foes on max level for a support is very nice. That's definitely sub, you know, HP the enemies have to get through, which is always welcome for support. Again, assuming she's a full support, you really don't care about the attack. You would prefer her to be like 2k attack and 20k HP if you had the choice, but, you know, as we can't allocate these manually, that's a pretty good split, I would say. Probably as good as it gets. Now, the deck is what? The deck is... Ooh, let's go! The classy. The caster deck. Triple arts. I like that. That's good. That's usually the best you want from supports anyway. And then I assume the MP is arts as well. Yes, it is. And oh my god, there's so much text. Oh, hold that for a second. Now, hit counts. We got on the Buster is 3. Quick is 4. Arts is 3. Okay. And extra is 5. And the MP gain is 0.54. Sounds pretty decent, right? Passives, moving on. We fast mode here. Territory creation C+. Permanent arts up. Very nice. That equals to 7% arts up. Very nice, considering the triple arts on her deck. And she has item construction C for a 6% chance to increase chance to land debuffs. I don't know if she has any, but we'll see very soon. And then that's it. The final one is for the events. So, you know, basically the base caster passives. That's really it. There's nothing unique or great, but assuming, you know, she already has 3 arts cards, right? That's nice for the first one. And if she happens to have debuffs, then the second one is also useful. So potentially already, you know, very acceptable passives. Now, her anti-append, which you probably don't care too much about, is against casters, supposedly. Maybe like anti-master joke, I guess. But yeah, you don't expect her to do much DPS, most likely anyway. Again, I could be proven wrong. I don't know anything about her, but yeah. Yeah, you probably are most likely looking just for the second append for a support. Unless you love her, then you will unlock everything, of course. But yeah, we'll see. Now, the MP, I'm excited because, man, was this a long read. Oh, okay, let's start deciphering this one line at a time. So, first of all allies are healed, just a flat heal, and this scales with overcharge, okay? And then, all allies that have a quick up on them. Oh, wow, this is interesting. So, all allies that have a quick up buff on them, they get attack up for 3 turns. And then all allies that have an arts up on them get crit damage for 3 turns. And then all allies that have a buster up on them get MP damage for 3 turns. I think that's what it is. And I really hope she has card type buffs on her skills as well. Very interesting. Ah, that's kind of cool. Okay, what are the numbers like? On base MP1, actually, wait a minute. Oh, the MP level scales all of those 3, right? Is that what I'm reading? Oh my god. So she has 3 normal effects? Am I reading this correctly? Does she have 3 normal effects that scale with level? Okay, so the overcharge on base is a 3k heal for everyone. Scaling up to 7k, by the way, on max overcharge. Pretty decent scaling, actually. And then all 3 of these effects scale with her MP level. So on MP1, your quick buffed allies get 20% attack for 3 turns. Your arts buffed allies get 30% crit damage for 3 turns. And then your buster buffed allies get 20% MP damage for 3 turns. And on max MP5, it's for the first quick, it's 30% attack. For arts, it's 50% crit damage. And for Buster, it's 30% MP damage. So because there's 3 of them, the scalings are pretty... They're either 10% or 20% scaling. But it makes sense because, again, there's 3 effects that scale, I suppose. Ooh, honestly, I don't know how... It's hard to tell just from reading the MP how useful this will be. Because obviously her skills will play a big part on how useful this will be. But I like the uniqueness, though. That's cool, man. So for now, I say I like it a lot, design-wise. I can't say if it's an amazing MP yet, but design-wise, that is pretty cool. So yeah, she looks to be a rainbow support. All right, let's take a look at those skills. Hopefully they complement the MP. We got a Guts first. Okay, wait, these icons remind me of Miyu. Let's hope they're not as trash. I think they're the exact same icons that Miyu has, right? All right, self-Guts for 1 time 5 turns. And every turn heals self for 5 turns. And also debuff immune 1 time 3 turns. So it's a purely defensive skill for herself. Damn, that's a great uptime on that Guts, by the way. 5 turn Guts on a 6 turn cooldown. That's an easy double Guts from this skill if you time it correct. Now the numbers, again, 6 turn cooldown. On max rank, you get a 3k revival on the Guts. That can actually, considering she also gets heal per turn from this, which is 1000 every turn for 5 turns on max rank, you can actually kind of maybe recover. Usually when a servant's Guts procs, you're like, oh, cool, I get 1 or 2 extra turns if RNG is good. But in this case, you might be able to like actually properly recover from this. Because again, the heal per turn from this and her MP also has a flat heal that's big. So you can potentially get her going again, you know. And then, yeah, the debuff immune doesn't scale 1 time 3 turns. Good defensive skill, actually. Like someone in chat said, I wish it was targeted for sure. But, you know, at least now herself, she's got defensive tools. Yeah, she's self-sustaining. Makes sense lore-wise. And then, ooh, the battery icon. Oh, AoE battery. Cool. All allies get MP charge. All allies besides self get MP damage for 3 turns. Well, she doesn't need it anyway. And then she herself gets stars per turn for 3 turns. And all enemies attack down for 3 turns. Wow, that is a packed skill. 7 turn cooldown. Dude, that's a lot of stuff though. Let's see the numbers. 20% battery AoE. Very cool. All allies besides her get 30% MP damage for 3 turns. That's not bad. That's pretty good. And then 15 stars per turn for 3 turns. Yo, yes, please. And then enemies get 20% attack down for 3 turns. I quite like this. It's not the best uptime ever on stuff, but man, that's a lot of nice stuff though. That is a nice skill, especially for a 4-star. Yeah, she really is like Ushi's master, you're right. I can kind of see some synergy, yeah. That's funny. And then Arts icon. Oh, it's some kind of variant of actually Magecraft. So it's not just going to be an Arts mana burst for her. Hopefully it's AoE or targeted, better yet. Don't be self-only, please. Yes, it's targeted arts up for 3 turns. Yes, okay. Targeted arts up 3 turns and then crit damage for 3 turns and then charge own battery. Okay, so you target the crit damage and the arts up. Beautiful. And she gets the battery every time. 6 turn cooldown. What do we see? 30% arts up and 30% crit damage. And her own battery is 30%. So you combo this with the second skill, she has a 50% battery. That's nice. And assuming her face cards looked pretty good on gains too, so probably won't be the hardest thing to do to, you know, have a decent uptime on her MPs as well, right? So she gives me a lot of different vibes. Okay, first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. She doesn't have a rainbow. She can only provide the arts buff, right? She cannot provide you with a buster up or a quick up for her MP to get full value. That's kind of a shame. I was hoping to see a Helena thing, like an AoE rainbow. That would have been amazing, but maybe a bit too good to be true. So that's the big elephant in the room, right? Also, I didn't mention, but the MP specifically said the card types have to be buffs that are removable. They cannot be passives, as far as I know. So if someone has like Riding Sea for a quick up, that doesn't count as far as I know, if I read it correctly. Sadly, the MP is a bit harder to use because of those unremovables not working on it. So you will, if you want the best value of her, you will need either DPSs themselves to have these card types up that she's missing, aka red and green, if you care about those buffs, that is, because she can provide the arts one. The other two you need yourself, or you're going to bring a second support that has those. So there are options though. It is a bit awkward, but I think it's workable. But the question is, how worth it will it be? And again, she does remind me of a lot of other servants. She definitely has Shufu vibes, right? Almost like a 4-star Shufu. Sadly, doesn't have the MP gain though. So I doubt she's going to replace Shufu in like arts looping comps. Their Shufu is probably going to be better, right? But I feel like Yui will be like, if Shufu is the arts support that replaces Castoria for farming, I feel like Yui is going to be the one that replaces the support for DPSing against bosses, right? That's how I feel it on first impression. She seems to be someone that you don't bring for looping, but you definitely bring for DPSing. Because clearly she likes crit stuffs too, right? That's a given. She generates a lot of stars. She gives you crit buffs. Definitely, I would say, honestly, she is a crit support, right? Her, you know, main support type is still arts, and arts servants tend to be the worst at critting. That's just facts. So it remains to be seen what her value is, because let's be real, another one that she reminds me of on that note is Popes Johanna, right? While she is a great arts crit support, the name the role speaks for itself, right? You're not really gonna do that much critting with arts mostly. You're just gonna be focused more on like MP spam or something on arts instead. And I don't really see a lot of people using Johanna either. And if she's the 5-star version of Yui in a way, then how much use is Yui gonna see? Remains to be seen. Maybe there's some other comps as well. That again, this is literally my first impressions that just come into my head. There could be a lot of other comps that could utilize her. Maybe even farming, especially if you need face cards. Could be a thing. I feel like she might be somewhere between like Johanna and Shufu. And I'm not sure if that will be an amazing thing for her gameplay-wise, right? 60% MP damage up to certain buster buffs. That's on MP5 as well, right? But yeah, even on MP1, I think it's like 50% MP damage. So it is an interesting thing. Like, she's definitely very usable even outside of art servants. They did give Caster Gilgamesh a fairly sizable buff recently. That also includes the AoE battery, right? So, but I feel like if you don't need Caster Gil's damaging MP, I think Yui is better. I think she might be better, actually. And also Lanling also very comparable. Yes, very true. Very comparable, actually. Both arts and crits, right? So, yes. So, it's like Shufu, Johanna, Lanling. Those are maybe the most similar servants to her. But I'm happy we're getting more support options. I love having options. A lot of people are okay with using like the same 3 supports on everything because, you know, they're the best and probably will still be best even after this, of course. But I, for one, you know, kind of like some variety when I can afford it. Obviously, if I need a certain support to farm better, that's where I'm going to bring that support. But I feel like for DPSing, I kind of like mixing it up. So I could totally see myself, you know, utilizing Yui as well. She seems very fun. That'll do it for my first impressions of Yui Shousetsu. Very cool looking support. Will she be great game breaking? Probably not, but does she look like a lot of fun? Yeah. So take that how you will. Now, if you enjoyed this video, do be a solid and press the thumbs up button on it, okay? It really helps out. And subscribe not to miss out on future fun videos, including the annual tier list. They are coming back this year for those asking about them. Yes, indeed. And Plushie will try to join me as much as he can. So if you want to hear more discussion on Yui or anyone else that's been released lately or not even lately, yeah, stay tuned. Subscribe not to miss out on those coming sooner than later. Good luck if you're rolling for any of these two new servants. And otherwise, I hope to see you in the next video. Take care and peace out.